When someone like your doctor tells you that biking is good for your knees, it can be hard to figure out what that means. I mean, it sounds simple enough, but when you start to try biking, then you might have some questions like, how much biking, how often, and what if it hurts? So in this video, I'll share with you why you may have been told that biking is good for your knees, how much biking is beneficial for your knees, and what to do if your knees are painful when riding a bike or if your knees are sore afterwards. When you're told that riding a bike is good for your knees, it's often because the advice is meant to promote being active versus being sedentary. It's considered by most medical professionals to be a light or easy activity for your knees, but that's not always the case. And for knee pain related to arthritis, gentle motion is an important piece of improving your knees. There's a fluid inside your knees, and this fluid needs to be spread around. It's kind of like when an engine of a car runs and oil is pumped around inside the engine to keep things coated and protected. Your knees need movement too, in the same way, to spread around the fluid inside of them to coat and protect them. So gentle motion lubricates your knees, decreasing stiffness and pain. And certain kinds of biking can give you this motion. To determine if biking is beneficial for your knees, I recommend that you follow these 4 steps. Use a stationary bike or a bike set up on a trainer. Be sure the seat is adjusted so that your knee is barely bent when your foot is farthest from you in the cycle. If you don't have access to a stationary bike, you might try an outdoor bike on a flat, level terrain. Before you begin riding the bike, pay attention to how your knees are feeling. First thing in the morning when you wake up, throughout the day, and then at night before you go to bed. It's often helpful to write this down. It might seem like it's something really easy to remember, but it's often hard to recall what your knees really felt like after more than a couple of weeks have passed by. Once you've recorded how your knees have been feeling, start by riding the bike for 10 minutes. Pay attention to how you feel during this 10 minutes and also how you feel later that day and the following day. If your knees feel the same or better, continue riding the bike for 10 minutes each day. And after doing this for a week, given your knees feel the same or better, you may consider either adding another 10-minute biking session at another point during the day, or you might add 1 minute to your current 10-minute biking session. If you choose to do this, you'll be riding the bike for 11 minutes on one day and then 12 minutes the next day, and so on. But let's go back to when you rode the bike for 10 minutes the very first time. If this caused some additional knee pain, wait until those new symptoms go away. If the new symptoms go away within a few hours, try riding the bike again 2 days later for 10 minutes. If the new symptoms go away but take about 36 hours to resolve, then try riding the bike again 2 days later, but only for 5 minutes. In general, biking is not beneficial when it causes additional pain that lasts 2 days or longer. But even if biking currently hurts your knees, they still need some type of gentle motion, and you can get this gentle motion in other ways. I have 2 suggestions for you. The first is to sit in a rocking chair. By resting your feet on the floor while you rock in the chair, a gentle lubricating motion occurs in your knees. And the second way is to sit on a standard chair and place a furniture mover under your foot. Then you'll slowly slide your foot in and out in a comfortable range of motion. Try to do one or the other or a combination of the 2 for up to 5 minutes at a time, at least 3 times a day. Now the previous guidelines for biking apply here too. So if these types of motion make your knees feel the same or better, continue them. But if you get some new or increased knee pain, allow those new symptoms to go away before your next session of movement. And if the new symptoms last 2 days or longer, you'll need to make some adjustments to the type, duration, or the frequency of the motion that you've chosen. If you have questions, drop them in the comments below. If this video is helpful to you, please share it with others by using the share button below this video within YouTube. And then subscribe to this channel and tap the notification bell so you won't miss future videos.